What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. So the Stade Malien, they won this game against the Kwara Falcons. This game ended 78-74, but before we get into the details of this game and my take on it, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification post so that you never miss any new videos that I'm coming out with. And yeah man, so without further ado, let me just get into it. So this game was actually quite interesting. It had an interesting fourth quarter. I saw a situation where the Stade Malien team were up 20 against the Kwara Falcons. I'll be just posting snapshots of as you can see on the screen, you're seeing snapshots of the game, how it panned out. There's this time the Kwara Falcons were down 20 on Stade Malien, so it was actually quite interesting to see how the Kwara Falcons were able to claw back and get back into the game. And this game ended with only a 4-point spread. So this game ended 78-74, and it was quite interesting to see how Kwara Falcons were able to, use a weakness that the Stade Malien team had, especially knocking down the three ball. The three ball for the Kwara Falcons team was dropping pretty well, 45% from deep, near 50%. 9 out of 20 attempts, 9 went in. But when you look at the Stade Malien team, they really struggled from deep. 3 of 19 shooting, that was 15%. But the only thing that gave them the edge, especially on the field goals, was the 2-point field goals for Stade Malien. They were able to at least knock down 52% of the 2-point field goals, while Kwara Falcons only managed 32. So, but getting the 3-ball falling for Kwara Falcons really helped them get back in this game. And looking at even rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks, Stade Malien were just dominating them. They grabbed 49 boards for the Stade Malien, 19 assists, 10 steals, 7 blocks. But Kwara Falcons are not that far off because they didn't get out rebounded by much. They're only 5 rebounds shy, so they had 44 total rebounds, 16 assists. So they're only 3 assists shy from tying it with Stade Malien, and they really shared the rock. They picked that pocket, 2 steals shy. So they're really neck and neck. It was a neck and neck game. Looking at the way Stade Malien were fouling, especially in the fourth quarter, gave Kwara Falcons the edge to be able to get back into this game. I was watching this game live, and even took some time just to go back and look at this game, and man, I was actually pretty shocked to see how Stade Malien were not able to take care of crucial possessions, making sure that they're taking care of the ball, handling the ball well, not committing clear fouls that could give the Kwara Falcons the ability to get back into this game. So this is actually one thing that I saw. And I feel like moving forward, Stade Malien really need to sit down and try to reevaluate this game. Okay, it was a very marquee game for Stade Malien. There were a lot of foul calls in there. Okay, they dominated 7 blocks, but it's a game that they need to they've won it, found out the fact, but they have to go back and see the mistakes and flaws that they had in the way they played. So, but all in all, it was a great game. Aliou Diarra, he led the Stade Malien team in points. We had multiple players from both sides scoring 10 points or more. So Aliou Diarra, he's the leading scorer of this game. He had 23 points. Suleiman Barthe, 20 points. We got Ruben Chinyelu, 10 points. That's from the Stade Malien side. On the Kwara Falcons side, got Anthony Wilson Jr. He led Kwara Falcons with 19 points. Jawad Adekoya, he had 12 points. Amadou Fall Thiam, he had 11. But even in the rebounds, you could see Aliou Diarra, he was everywhere. He had a double in this game. 23 points, 14 boards. He led in boards actually. Victor Mohammed, he had 7 rebounds for Kwara Falcons. It was actually a pretty good game to see. Even looking at the box score for the Kwara Falcons team, you could see they really played their best basketball and exploited the flaws of Stade Malien, especially in the fourth quarter, to cut off that 20-point deficit. Credits to the coach because they just knew what to do. And looking at the way Kwara Falcons turned up, and especially in the fourth, they outscored Stade Malien. They had 25 fourth quarter points to Stade Malien's 14, but they will give the point that Stade Malien were able to pull away from the Kwara Falcons was in the third quarter. The second, they were really tied. It was a neck and neck game, especially in the first half. But when you look at the third quarter is where there was a 10-point spread, between scoring in the third quarter. But looking at the way Stade Malien were not able to retain that lead, the question still remains: will they be able to retain a lead and not make the game close when they meet an elite team? Let's say, for example, a USM team. So that's one thing that they need to figure out. But all in all, it was a very exciting game for Stade Malien. They tried to hold their own despite the flaws that came in, despite even the fouling. But notable players they just balled out. Alou Diarra balled out, Suleiman Bathie balled out. Alou Diarra has actually been good. On 28 minutes played, 23 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists. In competition statistics, this man averages a double-double of 14 points and 15 rebounds. So you can see that's a very good performance. There's a very good stat line. Got Suleiman Bathie as well. He actually did in the first game. He dropped heavy points. He played heavy minutes, 34 minutes. In this game, he had 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and in the competition stats, this man is averaging 34 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. So you can see the man is just out there in a mission. Okay, he didn't have the best shooting as much. He didn't have the best the way he had the previous game. The other game, he balled out, but he had shot 57% shooting from the field, 40% from deep, but from the line is where it was actually pretty abysmal for him. It was 40%. This is a guy that's supposed to be scoring about 75, 80% or even 85. So yeah, he had a plus minus 3, but we'll take that any day because he was able to his scoring was actually pretty essential. Able to deliver Stade Malien the win. Without him, I don't think their offense will be flowing pretty well, but he really played heavy minutes. But looking at even the Kwara Falcons squad side, 3 players scored. Yeah, actually it was not only 3 players, but 4 players. So we've got Jawad Adekoya, 17 minutes played, 12 points, 50% shooting. Anthony Wilson Jr., 19 points, 50% shooting from the field. It was pretty good. Victor Eze, he's the captain. 21 minutes played, 10 points, 36% shooting. Modol for Thiam, 21 points. The 21 minutes played, 11 points, 50% shooting from the field. And Kwara Falcons were able to have a very good fourth quarter, and I feel if they keep having those exploits, especially in the fourth, they can be able to upset any team that can come against them. So Stade Malien, at some point, I was watching that game, they were just stagnant. At some point they were stuck at 69, 74. They were stuck there for about 3 minutes, and this gave the Kwara Falcons time to get back because of the fouls that they were being committed, and they were able to claw back into this game quite well. But looking at even the bench points, you could see Stade Malien, they led in bench points, 27 points. Second chance points, it was just neck and neck right there. Points from turnovers, it's funny that Stade Malien led, but when you look at the way Kwara Falcons were really exploiting that, you could see the way they did it was actually just they just knew what to do to win that game. The Kwara Falcons really struggled, especially on the turnover side. They needed to take care of the basketball. They had 22 turnovers in that game. And it was just a pretty interesting game, especially in the fourth. In the first, second, and third quarter, it was actually a seesaw balance. especially in the first half. But in the second half, I saw a situation where Kwara Falcons really wanted to get back in the game, and this is actually one thing that I saw that was pretty interesting, and I just wanted to point that out there because, man, it was good. I mean, and also like the attendance for this game was 300, so man, they need to sell out that arena. And yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure to leave your feedback down in the comment section down below, because I'll be just dropping ball videos moving forward. And I'm out. Peace.